cozy artists, welcome to my channel, Ray Claire de Lune. My nickname is Ray Claire, and I am a comic artist, and I have a lot of comic vlogs that I feature on this channel. I mainly feature my comic series on my website, rayclairedelune.com, and I am also working on making these comics into zines. So sometimes I'll feature videos on those zines. Sometimes I like to change it up and I'll do a painting vlog. I also like to do fan art from time to time. So please subscribe and stick around for more. So in today's vlog, I will just be sharing my process of how I made my coloring book zines. I had gotten the idea to make these coloring book zines after creating my comic zines featuring my webcomic series, The Very Ordinary Adventures of Tuna and Apricot. So after I had made those comic zines, I decided to take some of my past drawings of Tuna and Apricot, ones that I had done for art challenges on Instagram, and I decided to take the line art from those and put them all in a zine. So I have two different designs of coloring books. The first one are the ones that you see right now, which are the drawings that I did for those art challenges. And then my second book features scenes from my webcomic series. For me, it was easier to use past illustrations of Tuna and Apricot from these challenges and also from my webcomic series instead of making new illustrations. And you can use this idea too if you want to make your own coloring book zines. What I like about zines is because they are handmade. They can be a little bit rough around the edges. They're not as polished as a book that you would get from a professional company. And so it really shows that it's a homemade product and that there was care put into it. Earlier in the process too, I had originally printed them off with regular printer paper just to see how all the illustrations would look. I did have to tweak the position of some of the illustrations better so that when I folded the zine, they would all be in the right placements. And then after printing out these testers, I went ahead and got thicker paper that would be better suited to markers and pencil crayons. So hopefully people will like my little zines. If you want to find out more about zines, there are other YouTubers who are much better at making zines than I am, and they've been making zines for a long time, so you can research them. And from them I learned that some of the equipments I should get are like this guillotine for cutting paper quicker. It's easier than cutting everything by hand with scissors, and also the long arm stapler that I use to staple all the pages together. Also, I use a ruler to make sure that all the creases lie flat, and so that all the paper lies flat better. And really, you can use anything. You don't have to use a ruler in order to get those flat edges. And if your guillotine doesn't perfectly cut all the papers together because it is a thicker paper, you can just clean up the edges with a pair of scissors like you saw me doing. These coloring books are available on my website, and I hope that you enjoyed this little process, and maybe you'll make your own coloring book zines too. I wish you all the best, cozy artists. That's it for this video. Take care. And now for a brief message. This is my website, rayclairedelune.com. I offer free webcomics and merch that I've based off of those webcomics, including printable coloring pages and also printable planners. I offer keychains and more. I also have a free art blog, and I also offer a membership page for those who want more. Hope to see you there.